Shalom Akim. I'm gonna give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. And salutations to all in all four corners of earth who's pushing his truth sincerity. Shalom Akim. Yeah, man, I want to get into, this week, just been going on, a lot's been going on in the news, and just in the United States of America alone. Usually we're paying attention to the things, which we are still paying attention to things worldwide, I should say. But United States right now is on fire. It's not a state that doesn't have anything going on exciting. Not even exciting, just not normal. We're in very, very crazy times we're in right now, man. A lot of, Lord has blinders on these people's eyes, so they're not really seeing the time we're in. They're just thinking everything's normal. Oh, they're just crazy. They're just doing this and that. But when you sit back and think about it, every day of the week, there's something going on here in America where either the government is changing a narrative, some type of wreck, some type of explosion, some type of assassination, some type of mass killings. All these things are happening here in Babylon the Great, and it's not going to get any better. While the sheeple are sitting back, calling all of this is a coincidence, we don't know what happened, we in this truth know what's going on, man. The Lord is putting the spirit upon these people, man, to do the things they're doing, as well as he's putting the spirit in Esau's back to go ahead and make his move, man. Go ahead and push those evil agendas that you got. Do your things that you got to do, People are losing their jobs, left and right, mass layoffs, and now, with this image of this guy right here, this was just a civilian who got on the internet talking crazy, in our eyes. But the more and more, they talk about this guy, and I'm starting to think this dude was plugged somehow. This dude was plugged. I got to do my research on him, but I got to find out who's his parents, who are they connected to, and we got to connect the dots, because this wasn't no coincidence. The type of publicity he's getting is no coincidence. People are losing their jobs. They speak out against him. They laugh at him. Now that you got a percentage of Jake who don't know who the hell he is, a percentage of Jake who are laughing at him, and then you got a percentage of Jake who crying for him, man. So emotions are all across the board here in Babylon. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And right now, the wicked are bearing rule. They're ruling this place, man. And they got the simpletons of our people crying, the 2/3. I seen the picture they're holding up and did a little rally cry for him and stuff like that. It's just, it's crazy, man. A lot of things are happening right now, man. And like I say, if the Lord ain't dealing with you, then you're gonna get stuck in the storm, man. And it's a scary thing if the Lord was dealing with you, and then all of a sudden you want to take your foot off the pedal and go back into the world, man. That's a scary thing in itself, man. But yeah, this place is done with, man. It's overrated and it's done with, man. It's cooked, it's fried, it's well done. Put a fork in it. It's over with for this place, man. Once again, our people, they're crying, they're protesting, they're doing all the things to be joint with the enemy. This is Proverbs. I'm gonna drop down 29:12. If a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked, man. So these people love to go to these debates. They love to hear their idols talk, whether it be good or bad about this country, and it sways their decisions. It sways their decisions. So they don't. 2/3 of our people aren't thinking about the Lord. They're thinking about worldly things, man. They're worldly leaders. How can we protect these guys? Those type of situations, man. These dudes right here, I had, like I said, I was trying to figure out why they were so upset. Uh, People were gonna try to push him to be the next president. I probably put him in the president candidate spot. So that's one of the reasons they're butthurt. But once again, you gotta look at the underlying factor, man. There are too many things showing you that that this was an inside job. You know, and we've seen it happen before. This is nothing new. Nothing new. You know, we know how Esau rolls. He did this. He did an attempt on one of his buddies. Not too long ago. With the same hand gestures and movements from the guys who's supposed to be watching the crowd. Something's really going on here, man. But thank God, thank Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that we're in this truth and that this devil is not going to blind us with his lies, man. This is John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abide not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and a father of it. So once again, we can't believe these demons that you call your political leaders. We can't believe them. They know nothing but to lie. In order for them to even get the position they got, they had to lie to you idiot people for you to go to the vote thing and think that your vote counted. That's how foolish these people are, man. They're still believing in a corrupt system, man, and believing that some good come out of corruption, man. These people really believe that they call it the voting for the lesser of two evils, man. And then what comes out of that is your president, man. These people are stupid, man. This is one reason the scriptures. Well, it's more than one reason. This is another reason why the scriptures tell you don't, leave these worldly people alone, man. 2/3 of our own people have to go, man. That's just what it is. So when they come to us and they think that we're all about black love and this and that, Latino love, man, listen, man. We love thy brothers, man. The rest of you 2/3 of our people, of our nation can go. We can't wait for you to leave, man. You indulge in these worldly bullshit. You indulge in all the BS this world gives, man. And we hate that, man. We despise that. But guess what? We can't do anything but pray. Pray the Lord come and punish y'all, man. This is 2 Corinthians 6:14. Be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion have light with darkness? So, man, stay away from these idiots, man. Don't be trying to pray for these idiots, man. Pray for these people, man. They're done. They're over with, man. The Lord is not dealing. You got 2/3 of our people are gonna have to be reborn, man. That's just what it is, man. Their mind is gone, man. Too gone into this world, man. And the Lord despises this wickedness in this place. This is the reason we're in this condition right now is for punishment, man. But we want to try to be go to the funerals of our captors. We want to try to cry for them when the Lord puts judgment on them. Our people are homeborn slaves, man. They're stubborn. They don't want to come out of the wicked ways they're in, man. They love it. Even though their wicked ways equals death, they they tell you, it don't matter, I'm gonna die anyways. That's what they say, man. But this is what we're supposed to do. This is Proverbs 16. I'm gonna start at 16:2. All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord weigheth the spirits. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established, man. And that's our job, man. To commit our works to the Lord, man. And the Lord has given us good vision and good vision to see the bullshit, man. And understanding to understand the scriptures, because the time we're coming into, that's the name of the game, man. If you don't have a knowledge in this truth, in this Bible, in these scriptures, then you're gonna be lost in the sauce in the times coming, man. You're gonna be following the masses, whether it be crying for this dude, you might even go the other route, make fun of this dude, and then see what happens to you, A comedian just lost his whole show, man. The Jimmy Kimmel show is gone. He canceled it. They're talking about there was no such thing as freedom of speech for real, but now it's really, really sensitive to the fifth power, man. We seen this months ago happening in England when people were laughing about people posting things on social media, and then they're going to get arrested for it, man. And we said the same thing is happening over there. It's going to happen to Babylon the Great very soon, which is America. And y'all thought it was a joke, but it's playing out right before your very eyes. Once again, this dude right here was not even a politician. He wasn't even a part of anybody's cabinet or anything. This dude was an internet influencer, and they're flying the flag at half staff at the White House. So once again, this dude is bigger than what he's showing right now. That's what I think, man. But yeah, at the end of the day, man, just stay prayed up, man. With that being said, just edifying. Shalom, Akim.